Join 4E Stories and subscribe our YouTube channel.
Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a speedy rabbit named Rocco and a slow, wise tortoise named Toby. Rocco was known far and wide for his speed. He loved to brag about how fast he could run, often making fun of the slower animals, especially Toby. "Look at you, Toby," Rocco would say with a smirk. "You're so slow that even the clouds move faster than you." Toby, however, was calm and never let Rocco's teasing get to him. One day, tired of the constant taunting, Toby decided to teach Rocco a lesson. He approached the rabbit and challenged him to a race. Rocco burst into laughter. "You want to race me? Oh, this is going to be fun. I'll beat you in the blink of an eye," he said. Toby simply smiled and replied, "We'll see." News of the race spread quickly through the forest, and all the animals gathered to watch. They were curious to see how this unusual race would unfold. The race course was long and winding, stretching from the edge of the forest, through the meadows, and ending at a big oak tree. As the race began, Rocco shot off like lightning, leaving Toby far behind. The rabbit was so fast that within minutes he was out of sight. Confident in his victory, Rocco looked back and saw no sign of Toby. "This is too easy," he thought. Feeling overly sure of himself, Rocco decided to take a nap under a shady tree. "I'll rest for a while and still finish the race before Toby even gets close." He chuckled to himself and soon fell asleep. Meanwhile, Toby kept moving at his steady pace. He never rushed, nor did he stop to rest. He was focused on reaching the finish line, step by step. His friends, the birds and squirrels, cheered him on, but Toby didn't pay attention to distractions. He knew his strength was in persistence and determination. Hours passed, and the sun began to set. Rocco, still asleep, hadn't noticed that Toby had caught up. When he finally woke up, he stretched and looked around, expecting to see Toby far behind. But to his surprise, he saw Toby almost at the finish line, just a few steps away. Panicking, Rocco leaped to his feet and bolted toward the finish line as fast as he could. But it was too late. Just as Rocco approached, Toby took his last slow, steady step and crossed the finish line. The forest erupted in cheers for Toby. Even Rocco's mouth dropped open in disbelief. The rabbit had lost the race. Toby, breathing heavily but smiling, said, "You see, Rocco, it's not always the fastest who wins the race. Sometimes, slow and steady does the job." Rocco hung his head in shame but knew Toby was right. "I've learned a valuable lesson today, Toby," Rocco admitted. "From now on, I won't underestimate others, and I won't be overconfident." Toby patted Rocco on the shoulder. "It's not about how fast you start, but how determined you are to finish," he said wisely. From that day on, Rocco became more humble and respectful of others. He and Toby even became good friends, often reminiscing about their famous race. Moral of the story: consistency and determination are more important than speed and overconfidence. Never underestimate someone just because they seem slower. Persistence can lead to success.